Hello, my name is Evelina with Diversity at Work Communications Training. And I want to share with you that I am still shaking off what I believe was to be a very toxic conversation that I had yesterday. It had all of those elements of not being heard, have your feelings denigrated, your viewpoints denigrated, not even having a shred of consideration that you might have a different perspective, as well as getting the sense that this person felt that they had all of the answers and that they were right, and that was it. I want to share this with you because this is happening more and more all the time, and it's quite concerning for me. I see that a lot in the general population as well as in the workplace, where we're not open to hearing other people's points of view, that our listening skills have been really denigrated and downplayed and diminished. And we really need to work on trying to get that back, to get some sense of more harmony in the workplace and just having better, respectful conversations. So I was having a conversation with someone that I met on the street. It was just had to do with lawns. That's it. And then before long, it became something political. And there was no intent for me on my side to get into anything that was political at all. But I didn't even have a chance to say anything. And throughout this time, I had all of those feelings that I was talking about, that I was not being heard, that I was being talked down to like I was stupid, that I was uninformed, that how could I know anything? And I just tried to deflect onto something else because I valued the relationship, but I didn't really value this particular discussion at this particular point. So here's a couple of catchphrases that I employed during this discussion that you might want to consider if you find yourself in a situation like this yourself. And this is so important that we want to make sure that we respect ourselves and the other person there as well. Okay, especially if you're in the workplace, and especially if you are keen on maintaining relationships. And we also need to recognize that regardless of what someone else says, and you might think that there might not be any merit to what they say, we need to be open and intellectually humble that there might be a nugget of truth in there somehow. There might be a piece of knowledge that we can take away, a piece of information that we can take away that can be useful to us in terms of solidifying our points or by looking at it from a different point of view. And that's what I was searching out yesterday. And I was listening to hear that. And I might have learned something new. I don't know whether she learned something new, but and in any case, I certainly tried. So here are a couple of catchphrases. We can agree that both of us deeply care about this country. We can agree that violence and divisiveness is coming from all directions now, and we need to find a middle ground. I can appreciate that your experiences are based and your views are based on your particular experiences. However, mine are based on a set of different experiences. And that has shaped my worldview as somebody, for instance, who has come from an immigrant family, whose husband was a refugee from a communist country, and so forth. All parties and politicians are flawed in some way. Nobody is perfect. My information about that topic is different than yours, but I can appreciate what you're saying, and I will certainly give it some consideration. So as you can see, these catchphrases show respect. They show that you are listening to the other person, and the goal is to find some kind of common ground that we can walk away from. When things get really heated, you can always try to deflect onto another subject, which I did, inquiring about other people, other situations, and that kind of thing. And we can always use sometimes, well, we can agree to disagree. And that's one of the things that I also said, well, we can agree to disagree, but you know what? We're both caring people and we're both good people. I hope this information has been helpful for you. If you'd like to learn more about having respectful diversity dialogues, please contact me at www.diversityatworkcommunications.com. Thank you.